Hi everyone, it's Amy Wilson and I'm a director with 31 from Massachusetts, and I want to share with you today some answers to some frequently asked questions about becoming a 31 consultant. So first, let me start by telling you a little bit about my business. I started 5 years ago. I had a 2-year-old daughter and I was working from home as a graphic designer. And I would go to daycare every day and pick that child up and talk her teacher's ears off about my day and about things in my life. And then I could hear myself and I was like, oh my God, stop talking. And I couldn't stop talking. And it was awful. And I realized that I needed a hobby, like real quick. So a friend of mine, I was telling her all about my embarrassing encounter there. And she was like, what about 31? You love those products and I think you'd be really great at it. And I thought she was crazy. And I went home and I talked to my husband about it and he was like, oh my God, you'd be so good at that. And I thought he was crazy. But then the wheel started spinning in my head and I was like, well, maybe, I mean, what if? What do I have to lose, right? So I bit the bullet and I signed up, and that was 5 years ago, and here I am. I really, truly thought that I was going to feel icky about selling things and that people weren't going to like me because of it, and that couldn't be further from the truth. The fact is that people were coming to me with a need that they had, and I was providing a solution. I was so excited to do it. It was basically just me talking to them about things that I absolutely loved. Similar to, you know, when I go to Marshall's and I find a really awesome deal on something and I share it with my friend. It's just like that. You're talking about something you love, that you're passionate about, and it's just fun. So 31 has kind of changed my life in ways that I never, ever, ever expected. First and foremost, 2 years in, I was laid off from my full-time job. And normally that situation would kind of put us in a tailspin, right? Sort of panicking, not really sure what to do. But the fact is, I already had a backup plan. And my backup plan just became my regular plan. So I just decided that was what I was going to do. That's what I wanted to do for a long time. I had wanted to kind of focus on my business full time. So I decided I was going for it. And I haven't looked back since. So we have what's called a why at 31, and most pretty much anything that you're gonna do in life, you have a why behind it, right? And my why is freedom. The freedom to do what I want when I want. Turns out I really don't like it when people tell me what to do. Who knew? So I get to do what I want when I want, and there's also that financial freedom as well. So let me tell you a little bit more about what 31 has done for us. So aside from, you know, having that backup plan, we have been able to pay off a couple credit cards with the extra income. We've been able to pay off my car twice. In fact, 2 cars we have paid off. And we are able to afford the extras in life for my daughter that we probably wouldn't have been able to afford had I not been doing this. Gymnastics, swimming lessons, private daycare when she was little. What else? I don't know, there's so many things that she has done. She's taken art classes and gymnastics, Girl Scouts, I don't know if I said those yet, soccer, those kind of things. So aside from that, we have been able to go on several vacations because of 31. I earned a free trip to Disney World, Punta Cana, and Hawaii for my family. Well, Hawaii and Punta Cana was just my husband and I, which was really nice to get that time away and focus on our relationship. We don't get to do that very often as parents. And then Disney World, we got to go as a family, so that was great too. So much fun doing that. We had before we moved into our new house, we had a cleaning service that I paid with my 31 money, which was like the coolest thing I've ever done for our family, right? Like, who doesn't want somebody to come in and clean their house for them? But then we decided we were gonna move into a bigger house, and when my daughter went to kindergarten, and again, we wouldn't have been able to afford that without my 31 income. So I'm super, super thankful for the financial aspects. But the biggest change in my life has been the people. I have met so many amazing people through 31, including some of my very best friends. And I have built so many amazing relationships with people all across the country, team members, other consultants, other leaders that I have met at retreats and and conferences, and then also my customers and my hostesses and my team. I am so blessed to have all of those people in my life. So anyway, let's get to the questions, shall we? Enough about me. Do I have to do home parties? Absolutely not. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. You are an independent consultant. That means you are the CEO of your own business, my friend. You get to make the rules, break the rules, whatever you want to do. But, you know, I say that in jest, but it is true. So let's talk about home parties specifically. You don't have to do them. You absolutely don't, but they're so much fun. That's the big secret, is that they're so much fun. You get to leave your house, you get to go to someone else's house, eat their food, drink their wine, hang out with their awesome friends. It's really fun. The thing about home parties too is that aside from, you know, getting to hang out with people face to face and getting to know them really well, they get to see the products in person, and that makes a world of difference. They tend to spend a little bit more when they are shopping in person, and their friends recommend things for them like, oh, Sally, you would love this. I have this. You should check it out. You could use it for XYZ. You know, so again, the sales tend to be a little bit more, and then the people are, it's just different, right? It's so much fun. That said, I actually don't do a lot of home parties. I'm an online party girl, have been from the beginning, and I'm just really great at it, apparently. Not to toot my own horn, I'm a graphic designer, so I make all of my own graphics. And for the team as well, I write my own scripts, and it's just a really fun thing for me to do. I enjoy it. I love sharing that with the team. So that's just what I do. You can do other types of parties as well. I do a lot of fundraisers. I do vendor events from time to time. And I do a lot of donating to different events where like maybe they need a raffle prize or something like that to get my name out there. So that's really fun too. What are the startup costs? Okay, there's 2 enrollment options. The first one is a $99 signature kit. The second one is our $130 custom kit. They both come with the same products. The difference is, in the signature kit, the prints are already picked for you, and there's a couple different personalizations in there. And then on the custom one, you get to choose, which is phenomenal. When I first started, I kind of hated, don't tell anyone, I kind of hated the prints that I got. So it would have been so nice to be able to actually pick the prints that I wanted. So whichever one you pick, there's really no bad decision. Whatever works for you, whatever you can afford, whatever you like, get that one. Either way, you're gonna be set up for success when you get it, and you can start running your business right away online. You don't even have to wait for your kit. We'll do a launch party together, and we'll get some parties booked for you. As long as you can get a couple of parties done in your first 2 months, you will earn back that investment from your enrollment kit with no problem. All right, so are there any monthly quotas? No, there's not actually. You do have to have an active status, which means that you do have to sell $200 in personal volume is what we call it. It's sales, your total sales minus shipping and tax. So that's called PV, personal volume. You do have to have $200 in PV every rolling 3 months, but that's really not a lot. That's not even like a full party right there. So do I need to keep a large inventory of products? Heck no, friends. Please don't do that. Please don't load up your house with unnecessary products. What happens when you join 31 is that people can shop on your website, and they get shipped directly from your website, or from our distribution center, I should say, in Texas, right to your customer's door. There's no reason for you to have inventory at your house unless it's something that you love and you want. You don't need everything in the catalog. Trust me on this, because I did that back in the day and I regretted it. You don't have to have everything. If somebody asks you a question about something that you're not sure about because you don't actually own the product, you can ask somebody. You can ask me. You can ask anybody on our team, or you can figure it out online very easily. So that is not a problem at all. So you don't want to buy all the things. You are in this business to make money, not spend money. I want you to be profitable here. I don't want you to spend all of your money on bags. Now, if you are joining this business solely to get a discount on these products and you have another job or you have a way to pay for this that isn't through 31, then like go for it. Who cares? Spend your money. If you want to spend it, spend it. You are the boss of you. All right. So there is a 25% off discount for consultants, by the way, but I actually don't use it. I prefer to get my products for free by hosting my own parties. So just like we'll do with your launch party, you can be the hostess on one of your parties and you can be the consultant as well. So doing it that way, you get the commission on the party and you get free products as the hostess. So we'll talk about that in great detail once you're joined and once we're doing your launch party, but there is that option. What are my time commitments? This is a great question, and this is probably the most important question. Again, you are the CEO of your own business. You can choose your hours. You can choose when you work. There's no secret formula for like you must be available this time to this time. That doesn't happen. It is completely flexible, but it is not optional. People sometimes think like, oh, I'm gonna sell things. It's gonna be easy. People are just gonna line up at my door and buy stuff. It's not really that simple, friends. Our products are awesome. And yeah, sometimes they do sell themselves, but you really do have to be passionate about the products and use the products in order to sell them well. And you do have to build relationships. Our biggest thing right here in this business, the biggest secret is building relationships. If you're gonna have people that buy from you and you never speak to them, that's not really gonna work out. You wanna build the relationship with your customers, your hostesses, your friends, your family, just like you do in real life, right? So that's the biggest thing. That's what's gonna keep you successful in this, is building the relationships. So the time commitment doesn't really matter. You can work 15 minutes a day, you can work 2 hours a day, you can work, 2 hours a week, whatever it is that you want to do. Just find the time and use it wisely. Focus on income producing activities when you're working and you'll be fine. I can certainly help you with that. So don't be afraid. How often do I get paid? We get paid twice a month, and it is on the from the 1st to the 15th, any personal volume that you submit through that, you would get paid on the 25th of the same month. Then anything from the 16th of the month to the end of the month gets paid on the 10th of the following month. And then you do get 25% commission on all of your sales. And then if you sell over $2,000 in a month, you will get a 10% bonus, which is awesome. And that would be $2,000 in sales will get you 35% in commission. So that's what I do. My goal every month is $2,000. So if you have a particular goal in mind, let's say you want to pay your car payment every month. Just let me know that, and I will let you know how many parties it will likely take for you to get that much money every month. It's that simple. What kind of support will I receive? Great question. You will get as much or as little support as you want, because again, it's your business. You're gonna get tired of me saying that, I think. So listen, I will be your director. You will come to me with whatever you need. I am there to support you. We've got a whole slew of other people on our team, 200 people actually, in our Facebook group that are more than happy to help support you, answer questions if I'm not available. And then we can talk as often or as infrequently as you like. If you're just kind of a hands-off person and you don't really want to be in touch all that often, I'm fine with that. I won't be offended. But if you want a little bit of a hand-holding or you need a little extra time with me, I'm totally fine with that too. Let's see. 31 also has fantastic training for new consultants, and we have this amazing intranet website for consultants, and it's got all the information you'll ever need to know on there. So it's really fun to be able to just look through it, and they give us some really great marketing materials as well. Are there any hidden fees? No, there's not. The only thing that you need to pay for, other than what we've already talked about, is your monthly website fee. It is $16.95 each month. It also includes an email newsletter that 31 will send out to your customers on your behalf, and it does have your contact info in it. It's not required, but I really do feel like it is an essential part of your business. If I wasn't able to get online sales, then I don't know where my business would be. So the difference is that if you're paying for that website, people can go to your website and place an order themselves. If you don't pay for the website, then people would have to come to you. You would have to take their order and enter it yourself. So a little bit different, right? People are pretty self-serve at this point in time. So I think they really want to shop themselves on your website. So that's it. And then any other business supplies that you might need, you would be responsible for paying for, but there's really not much that is needed. The only thing that I buy really for business supplies is catalogs, and I don't buy a ton of them, and then labels with my contact information that I put on the catalogs when I hand them out. I do give a catalog to every hostess that I have, and I do about 6 to 8 parties every month because, again, it's important to me to get over that $2,000 in PV every month so that I get that extra 10% bonus in my PV. Plus, this is how I pay my bills. I don't have a different income other than 31. So that's it. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you have any more questions. I'm happy to chat with you. We can chat however you want, text, email, phone call, whatever you want. I am here for you. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye.